I want to focus the energy in what they want. Whatever you want, you can achieve. Let's go for it. Start to empower them as you must do it, you can do it, and show them the little steps. How do you do it?
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
The Health in the Real World podcast is sponsored by most exercises and workouts, whether they be running, biking, elliptical, rowing machine, traditional weightlifting, or even CrossFit, do not give you a balanced workout. And when you do workouts that neglect even one area, you're out of balance, resulting in pain and injury as well. Achieve your goals with the fitness program your chiropractor would love. Visit chrisjanke.com/pod to watch the free video.
Hello and welcome to Health in the Real World. I'm Chris Janke and I'm joined today by Mariana Cadore. Mariana, how you doing today?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the honor to be here with you.
You are very welcome. Well, you help people get fit, healthy, and similar to me, do it in a way that's not going to force them to do some weird, crazy fad diet or, burn 10,000 calories in an hour or anything crazy like that. Talk a little bit about your philosophy and what you're up to in the health and wellness world.
Absolutely. So I've been in the health and wellness world for 19 years. And before this, my mother was a trainer. So I grew up doing, this fitness class of the 80s. I grew up doing all of this. So I was really immersed in fitness. I ended up being a professional rower. I trained super hard. I trained for the national team. I was making my way to the Olympic Games. And then I had a massive autoimmune disease, fibromyalgia. That's when the body stopped me. So I start to understand what is to don't have a body that works for you. The body is actually complaining the whole time. So I had to understand that not everybody was an athlete like me. Not everybody was feeling out the energy I was feeling before fibromyalgia. And I also discovered that training as hard as I was training, not really resting enough, not paying attention of my emotions, was not healthy. So I had to go for a journey of self-discovery. And that's when I became a human being, I think. It was throughout suffering. I became a human being. And then I started to coach people in a human way, not in just like I push you until you are suffering, yelling on the floor. And then I say goodbye and well done. No, we're taking care of people that are dealing with life, that have kids, that have high stressful jobs, that doesn't have much time. So I jump in the life of this person and provide the training for this person. And the whole lot, the transformation really is not just physical. It is way more, about that.
It is way more. And you have that knowledge of the depth of fitness. And here's a quote. This is a quote straight from you. Fitness is not about how you look on the outside, but the strength within to walk with confidence and have the tools to live a long, healthy, and purposeful life. Mm-hmm. Right there. That's it. And like you said, you became a human being again, because that I think is a very humanistic way to look at what fitness is, or what it could be at least. Right?
Yes. And Chris, so many people feel afraid, especially here in UK, they feel afraid to think is vanity, is vain to take care of the body. In Brazil, where I am from, people take care of the body the whole time through plastic surgeries, whatever is available. They want to look good. But here is not like this. So I really have to teach people to, now, you first need to fill up the pot of tea so you can give tea to others. You first need to take care of yourself, even if you have kids, even if you are the CEO of the CEOs. You have to take care of yourself, because the health is the first thing that we have. Once we don't have, we cannot think straight, we don't have energy. So that's the first thing. And is not usually the priority of people, the health.
Yeah.
So I try to awaken my people of, let's learn the importance of health before the body tell you the importance of health.
Right.
That's what
it
we
will
want.
tell you. It will tell you. It'll smack you down. But you're 100% right. It's like any goal that you can think of that you want to achieve. Really, the like implied first goal is really, okay, I want to get this goal with a healthy body. You know, I want $1 bajillion. Okay, but you want $1 bajillion with a healthy body, right?
Yes.
I want my kids to grow up healthy and happy. Okay, but you want that with your own health and happy, right?
Yes.
So you're right. It's 100%. It has to start with you. I would imagine you kind of are, you know, you went from like in Brazil, right? You mentioned like a lot of people will get like plastic surgery, and of course that's superficial, right? That's, you're not actually getting healthier, but you're looking healthier. And then on the other extreme, you're talking about people in the UK who kind of even feel guilty for even wanting to take care of themselves. So that you're sort of in the middle of two very big extremes there, right?
Yes. And I love human beings, because once you jump in life of the human being, it's not looking superficial. There's some people that doesn't have the ability of really see the order, but I love seeing the order and try to understand order, because then you can deliver for this person, not for one fits all.
Right.
So once you look people, the basic needs are the same, and they are running away from pain and going towards, they trying to go towards pleasure, not always with the right strategy.
Right. Right.
Even when people drink, what they want to feel happy.
Yes.
And when they eat donuts and whatever they eat, and I love my food, don't worry, I love food. They are just trying to be happy, but the strategy is not getting them there. So the main thing is drive people. What we will need to do for you to get this real happiness, because that's what you want and deserve.
Yeah, so you're like going deeper. You're not focusing on the behavior. You're going deeper into their intrinsic motivation, and then just helping them with a better strategy to get there, which is more sustainable lifestyle choices, you know, fitness that's not, you know, the no pain, no gain stuff. But so when you start working with a client, what does that conversation look like? Do you go deep into those motivations, or like what are your first couple steps with them?
Yes. So I have a program that is a transformation program called Reset Method. And we first dive in rewire the mind without a goal, a why that really move them, wake them up, excited about life. I don't have nothing until I get to this point. Because everybody tried diet before, everybody tried some kind of exercise before. If they looking for me, is because they didn't got yet what they really want. And I won't deliver this. Even if they say like, but I cannot, I'm too old for this, isn't it, Mariana? No, you're never too old. Let's go. Everybody can. I have clients that they start with 40, 60, even 70. It doesn't matter. People, when they want what they want in life, they get it. You know, it takes a bit of discipline and a big why to keep you persistent, even when you don't wake up feeling like exercise, even when life is not giving you time for the best options in food. You're still going to do the best as you can, because you love yourself. So you take care of yourself. So I need to find this why. Then I need to help people to experience food, to really taste food, to enjoy food. The problem is not that people, what they are eating, they're not even tasting.
Right.
They're not, they're doing something else. They're watching news that bring fear while they're shoving a food in the body. So the body is receiving fear. Right. So I really pay attention in the details and bring people to live life fully. To when you eat, you fully eat, you love your food, you experience, you enjoy. So there is no need of that massive quantity, right? Because you are loving it, you're experiencing it. But I do journeys with them where I drive them to eat, for example, and this is in my book, a little piece of apple. They eat for more than 20 minutes, this little piece. And they never experience it. Eating after this, they say, I'm satisfied with this. Sometimes I divide 2 apples and 50 people. And they are fine with that. It's not a starvation. It's just once you experience one time what you fully eat, you can fully eat every day. Yeah. So no more starvation things. We know that doesn't work. This regulates hormones for up to 6 years. So I think, Chris, the point is, and you know very well, the point is we never had so many diets in the entire world. Yeah. We never had so much food and diet food available. We never had so many things available and knowledge available, but we have a population more fat than ever, obese. So there is something wrong, and it's not for lack of diets. Right. It is the way we are living this life. And my whole thing is to invite you to really enjoy life in the details and drive you to my steps. Awesome. Well, yeah, I agree. There are more diets than ever. And so it's not that we need to know what to eat, because like you said, everybody knows what to eat. It's how to eat, right? And I mean, you're in the UK now. I know, on my trips to England, to France, to Italy, you go into an Italian restaurant in Italy and that's your table for the night. Like, take your time, relax, this is your food. It's not like, in the United States, it's like, all right, we got to get you out because we have somebody waiting to take your table, and you're just like, like shoveling your food. It's crazy. And so it really should be like an experience. I love what you talk about, the little piece of apple that they're eating for that long. That's amazing. Now, this is a good segue to your book. This is very recent, right? Your new book, it's called F the Diet. I love it. Yes. And it's so true, right? It almost doesn't matter if you're in sort of the realm of healthy eating. It doesn't matter what you eat. Like, really slow down and enjoy it, right? Yes, and you can do this with a busy life, because usually people come up with me, but I don't have time. But the main point is, if you don't make time and it's finding this time, because you're going to be way more efficient when you have more energy. And when you're feeling happy about life, that's the second thing. Feeling happy. I just teach people to exercise with joy, having fun. There's no way you're going to put people in the treadmill and they have to do because they have to do it. Right. No, we're going to have fun here. You're going to feel like a kid, and you're going to even think, but I haven't worked out. How come I am tired? Because people don't even perceive they work out, so much fun they had. That's the point of it. Exactly. And that's like when we were kids, right? And in between your classes, you have recess, you go out and you play. None of the kids are like, oh man, we have to play now. Exactly. Come on, I don't want to play. I want to sit at my desk and do spelling. Nobody's saying that. Going back to your book real quick. So F the Diet, and the F stands for forget, not the other F. That's exactly right. That's hilarious. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. And then I want to read the subtitle because I like this. How to get off the weight loss roller coaster, which a lot of people are on, which I'm sure a lot of people want to get off, and lose 1 kilogram per week. So for us Americans, that's about 2 pounds a week. Yes, 2.2.
2.2
Very
per week.
achievable, huh?
Yeah, that's
Very
achievable.
achievable.
Yeah, if you're doing
Yeah.
the right things and you're in moderation, and that's not crazy. Obviously there's a certain point where you can't lose 2.2 pounds anymore because you're at your
Yes.
ideal weight already and you're good and you're healthy and you're fit. What drove you to write the book, and like what was the process for that?
So I've been in this industry for 19 years, and my clients start to point it out. The way you coach me, never anybody coached me like this. I want to say to my friends, how do I do it? How do I teach them those things? And that starts to come in my mind again and again as they raise. And then got to the point, okay, I gotta put all my thoughts together and organize this in a simple system that people can follow through. And many people can have this book and just change their life, have this structure that actually works, and for very cheap they can do this. Is more a service to the community, because I got sick of seeing people that think exercise is not for them, that think they are fat so they will remain fat, they are aging so they need to feel pain. All those things hurt on my heart here. I had pain when I was 21 to 32, and I felt terrible. 20 doctors told me you cannot exercise anymore. And then I not just fully recover through fibromyalgia, but when was 4 years ago, I tried to cross the whole Pacific rowing. So much energy I had.
Wow.
And a purpose was for plastic pollution as well. So, once you have this kind of energy, you need to move. You need to move because that's a part of, we are biological beings. We still kind of animals. It still works like this, biological beings.
Right.
Even though we don't want, because we are full of thoughts, we still need to move.
Yes.
And our life is not providing this movement because everything is so comfortable. Everything comes to us. The grocery comes to us. We sit the whole day. And so we need to organize our time to make movement part of our life, and organize time to have a good nutrition. And even though it can be very quick, you need a little bit of thought, because if you don't think about, you end up having things that are absolutely bad for you. So it's a little bit of energy. You put it out to make your life happen in the best way, and you are rewarded with full energy, full joy, full. You need to spend a little bit of energy to get loads energy. So
Right.
I had this mission to help people to live happily like I do it. It became a mission that enough of people suffering without help.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do a trial, for example, in personal trainers, and the personal trainer almost killed them, put them on the floor, yelling, even vomiting, and they think it's okay. So they're never more going to get back. And for the person to take the courage to join a personal trainer, they are asking to some change, and they made the movement. So I think to mess up with all this courage someone put it out is too hard for me to see it. So I will say, like, now you're going to get what you want.
Right. Agreed. Yeah, it's like you take this risk to hire a personal trainer, and then they just beat you up, and it's like very discouraging. But I think I see, interviewing people in this podcast, I think the tide is turning. I think more and more trainers are more about like, hey, let's incorporate natural, healthy movement into your life. Let's help you enjoy the process. And I really appreciate your book, because like you said, it's a way, not everybody in the world can work with you, but anybody can go and buy the book and get started. Mariana, I want to give you a chance. We're getting close to the end, but give you a chance for my favorite question of the podcast. Let's say a university hires you to give the commencement speech, or even like a corporation brings you in to give a keynote. you're going to give a motivational speech. So what is your 1 to 2 minute motivational speech about how people can get the most out of their lives? So like real big picture, your life strategies. How do you get the most out of your life?
First, I will say, what do you want in life? How do you want to live? I don't think people think too much of the things they want, but what the things that they don't want. And I want to focus the energy in what they want. Whatever you want, you can achieve. Let's go for it. Start to empower them as you can, you must do it, you can do it, and show them the little steps. How do you do it? Very little. Can you achieve this? Yes. Can you achieve this? Yes. What is your why? Tell me your why. Do you want to get better and feel more energized in this life because you want to have a great time with your family? What is the really thing that matters for you? When I dip on this why, now I have a person that wants something, and then I can pull them out and show for all of those things you need energy. Let's start to put you in the most simple change you can do in your life. And I would say right now, just drink a glass of water while you listen to me here, and you got to start it. Is one step is not a full 360 degrees we want to change in the life of people. I want 10 degrees, 5 degrees. And in the long journey, they get everything they want. So you don't need to change. It's a little turn in the good direction and you get there. It's very little. And being you, fully you. You don't need to change who you are. Be fully you and we get there.
Right. 100%. 100%. Well, Mariana, how do people get in touch with you online? Where's your book located? What's your website, social media?
So very simple. They put www.marianacadore.com and they have my website. There will have my my book joining list for my book, which will be launched on 16 May 2022. We're very close to that, few weeks away. And my Instagram is Mariana_Cadore.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, again, we are here with Mariana Cadore, author, speaker, lifestyle fitness coach. Mariana, thank you so much for joining me today. Best of luck with the book, and we'll definitely be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Health in the Real World show. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Visit mycorebalance.com to learn more.